French Shalom and greetings to you all. Well, how many of you have continued to say those 10 simple rules of life every day? Do not be afraid to try. It will change your life. It'll be the simplest commitment to whatever form of spirituality that you truly want to incorporate. Simple rules given out of love. And this week we're going to read about something very much to do with love. Love for and from God. And whether it's God or someone a little closer to your life, doesn't love change everything? A little touch, a little kiss, sometimes just a smile. Just one smile. Pain's forgiven. Just one kiss. Now the hurt's all gone. Just one smile to make my life worth living. Just a little dream to build my world upon. Love changes life, my friends. And in case you're wondering, yes, we are getting close to the new year with the coming of spring, even though there's winter storms going on around us. But, it's the end of February, beginning of March. It tells us spring's on the way. And the most important day of the year, the day of the Big Bang, the spring equinox, which also tells us we're about 2 weeks, a little less away this year. It'll be on the evening of March 6th, from a holiday which is like a dream and an event that did build a new world, the incredible holiday of Purim. Now, Purim is the plural for Pur. You can always tell because the im on the end of a Hebrew word suggests it is in the plural. And so this is a word which means lot. Pur is a lot, or dice, because the evil Persian Prime Minister Haman, which would have only been written with just consonants, H, M, N, if it was in English, so we really don't know for sure how his name would be pronounced, was targeting for the execution of the Persian Jews. He threw lots, or dice, to determine which day he would carry out his scheme, which was the complete genocide of the Persian Jews. Now, Persia was the largest empire the world had ever seen, until, of course, Alexander came along. And his edict was empire-wide. So you have to figure most Jews would have been caught in it. Now, it's an amazing story. And it's celebrated as people don costumes, get drunk, and wear masks, showing the world either the person they want to be or the person they really are. And it's celebrated worldwide as Jews everywhere gather and celebrate, just as we gather and celebrate the collective consciences of seekers showing faith, any faith, love, any love, a community, a chavura, fellowship, as we express our nature of kindness, compassion, thoughts, feelings, hopes, dreams, and wishes that unites us all in this community house of spirit, Beth Ruach, sharing and bringing light, keeping fear at bay. So once again, please do go ahead, invite everybody, physically, digitally, psychically, emotionally, spiritually, to gather and share any way you want from Psalm 133, the Hine Matov. Come together. Hine Matov. Shemet Achim Gam Yah. Hine Matov. Shemet Achim Gam Yah. How good, how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters together. Community. 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 Together. You know what? We support each other in this community, my friends. So let's all spread love, goodwill, and fellowship to the world. Remember, this is you setting aside just a little bit of sacred time in your own sacred space to honor and converse with whoever, whatever you happen to believe in, because we all believe in something. That's a part of your Kavanah. It is your intention that you put out to the universe. It's your goodwill. Goodwill and intention are the roots of what you control, of what you can correct. Your intention sets in motion everything that occurs in your lives, my friends. So let's take some time now. Let's use that intention. Let's send some of that goodwill, some light, some healing out to whoever you know that needs it. Healing and renewal for everyone. It floats through space, finding those in need. So send it out for those you know, for the souls and spirits of everybody you love. So think of whoever that needs healing and renewal and love, or just plain goodwill. Focus on them. Call their names. It's not just for people, it is for our pets, it's for the earth. It is the healing of the world. It is the tikkun olam. It's part of our spiritual genetic makeup. We have to help heal the world. We each must do what we can to improve and change our own little corner of the universe. Part of that healing is when we send thoughts and energy for health and renewal and goodwill for everybody. They don't have to be sick. It's for those in our hearts and our minds. Let's all send energy out for the people in need everywhere. Always special thoughts and prayers for those who are in true medical need. Let's not forget the growing number of homeless people, again, enduring the inclement weather, alone, physically, spiritually, who are seeking shelter from the storm. We need to provide shelter for all who need it physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's what we're here to do. And we pray for those who need prayer. We don't have to know them. We want health, recovery, good life for everybody around us. For Jenna, Robin, for Cheryl and Walter, for Jamie, Pinky, for Agent Kay and the Cardinal, for Doria, for dear Kitten and Gloria, for Ronnie and Johnny and Fern, for Snoopy and Terry, for Tony and Tally, for Danny, Nina, for all those suffering and in need. Let's not forget to include those familiars of our lives, all of our sacred animal friends, everywhere. For everybody you know, for Shayna, for everybody in need, for the whole world, and of course always for Rosemary. Friends, it is the kindness, the healing wishes, the goodwill and love we all send out. It just circles the world finding those in need. So thank you, each of you, for all you do, for all you care. Because the world is a world of spirit, and spirit, my friends, never dies. Shabbat Avotenu Makor Bracha Limotenu. May the source of spring bless the ones there for us. Help us find the courage. Make our lives a blessing. The renewal of body. The renewal of spirit. Let's say Amen. Yishaberach. Let us all have our spirits renewed, because this is the great prayer for healing, which we call upon God to heal as he has healed before. Me, Shaberach, may he who blessed. All healing's a blessing. So let's all send and receive healing and renewal energy in our efforts to love, to share, to care, to grow. And keep renewing within you, without you. The great renewal is this great holiday of Purim, when we get dressed up as who we want to be, honoring the story of Queen Esther, King Xerxes, and Esther's uncle Mordecai. Their names have unbelievable meaning, and there is enough real reference in this story to give it an air of historical fact, because all these people existed. We meet the first true heroine and great female role model in the Bible, and we do not give her enough credit, but we will. We're going to talk about her. In addition to Wild Celebration, it's one of the great biblical books. In the third part of the Old Testament, the writings, it is read, and it is the Megillah of Esther, or the book of Esther. Now, I read and record it every year, and I will again this year. It will be posted to our channel, so you can enjoy it at some time. The holiday is not just for celebrating, but for our following through on what we say. We have an obligation to help heal the world. And one of the ways we do so is on this holiday, because we're here to perform 4 mitzvahs, or laws, or good deeds. Which reminds me of the great line in The Wizard of Oz, when the wizard is talking to the Tin Man and says, "Back where I come from, there are men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They are called good deed doers, and their hearts are no bigger than yours." Well, you know what? You're all good deed doers, and no one's heart's bigger than yours. And you do these 4 things for this holiday, these 4 good deeds, among others, I might add. You perform acts of tzedakah, which is charity and kindness. You give gifts to the less fortunate. You honor the appointed time. It is the 14th of Adar, of Pisces, as the book of Esther tells us, and we're to remember this event of Purim for all generations. The third is we hear the Megillah read. The whole Megillah, the Megillah, of course, is the scroll, or the book of Esther. And as I said, I'll be reading it, and it'll be posted on our channel, so you can go and listen or watch anytime you like. It is really a great story. And the fourth, is enjoy a holiday meal. It's celebratory, so have a great time. But it is one of those holidays where you're actually expected to become inebriated. If so, do not drive. Be responsible. Take a cab. Take an Uber these days. Whatever. So in a couple of weeks, we'll be celebrating together. But for now, we've been caught in a section of laws. But where there is law, there's always a need to pay for them. So join me this week as we read terumah, donations. But not just regular donations. These are sacred donations. These are blessed donations. Baruchim, named for a great sage. It sounds powerful. But of course, there's something special about donations given to our houses of worship. And we sell them to the people as if they're worth more. If you give to, normal charity, it's okay. But if you give to your house of worship, you get bonus points. But these donations are special. They're not just any donations. They're for sacred purposes. So therefore, they're sacred donations. Donations for much higher purposes. Exodus 25:1. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the Israelites, that they take me a donation from every man as his heart may urge him. Now that's really the key line in this. Notice it says, from the heart, which is truly out of desire. It's not an obligation. How many of you have your houses of worship ask you to fork over donations from love? If they did, they'd probably be shutting the doors, which they sometimes choose to do anyhow. But if you notice that you still have spirit in your life, don't you? The Hebrew terumah is a noun derived from a verb that actually means to elevate. And so, among several biblical terms for gift, because there are many, it is the one that designates a donation for use in the cult or by the priests. When you give, it elevates you, because now it's about giving to God, making donations. But these donations are very specific. They are to be made out of love. Now, for many, that will always be the case. But for others, are we really just doing a deal, trying to buy spiritual love? I'll give you all I've got to give if you say you love me too. May not have a lot to give, but what I got, I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Well, maybe not, but it sure gets you the best seat in the house. Not for many. They think they're buying their ticket to heaven. But often, it's the needs of man in church that go on divergent paths. The church has often deteriorated into a collection agency for the soul, but it's about money. It's about wealth. It's not about for the good that it can do. And that's really a shame. Your money gives me a thrill, but you love it, don't pay my bills, now give me money. What I want, that's what I want. What I want, that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. But these that we're reading about now are special donations. These donations are for specific purposes, to build a tabernacle. Now, the tabernacle is the most talked about thing in this book. It is the abode of God when on earth, and it's to house the special tools of faith and ritual, sacrifice. We're given a preliminary list of the greatest, most sought-after relics in history. Tabernacle for God to abide in when with the people. And as Exodus 25:10 tells us, they shall make an ark of acacia wood, 2.5 cubits its length, and 1.5 cubits its width, and 1.5 cubits its height. You shall overlay it with pure gold. Inside and outside you shall overlay it. You shall make upon it a golden molding all around. You shall cast for it 4 golden rings. Set them on its 4 feet. 2 rings on its one side, 2 rings on the other side. And you shall make poles of acacia wood. Overlay them with gold. You shall bring the poles through the rings on the side of the ark to carry the ark with them. And you shall set in the ark the tablets of the covenant that I shall give you. shall make a cover of pure gold, 2.5 cubits its length, 1.5 its width. You shall make 2 cherubim of gold. Hammered work you shall make them. The 2 edges of the cover, make 1 cherub at one edge, 1 cherub at the other edge. From the cover you shall make the cherubim at both its edges. And the cherubim shall spread wings above, shielding the cover with their wings and their faces toward each other. Toward the cover the faces of the cherubim shall be. And you shall set the covering upon the ark from above. And in the ark you shall set the tablets of the covenant that I shall give you, and I shall meet you there and speak with you from above the covering between the 2 cherubim that are on top of the Ark of the Covenant. What a great name for an artifact. And what a description of its look, of its material, of its purpose. And we know from Raiders of the Lost Ark it had magical powers, face-melting ones. And you'll notice that the singular is cherub and the plural is cherubim. That I am at the end of a word designating a plural. But above all, this is where God would meet man. That's the real significance of this. This was the throne of God. Come down off your throne. Leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You were the reason I've been waiting so long. Somebody holds the key. Well, I'm near the end and I just ain't got the time. And I'm wasted and I can't find my way home. Yes, my friends, the world is sacred, and so is everything in it. Express your gratitude, light a candle, make a wish. Celebrate your life and the lives of those you love. Share your feelings with them. Live free, be free, honor your freedom, be well, be happy, be blessed. Share and honor the light. All who live in the light continue to shine. Continue to send everybody you know goodwill and love. Pray for peace and freedom for everyone, and end to terror and hatred. Remember, friends, we are a community. We learn together, we celebrate each other, we love each other. We share this ride together, men, women, equally. So let's all send out love, not fear. Send out peace, harmony, goodwill, and healing to all who need it. Please do learn to forgive, learn to love, open your hearts, honor the relationships of your life. Tell those you love that you love them. Take advantage of the time you have. Enjoy the journey, because we take the twists and turns and the patterns that weave through the fabric of our lives in our efforts to grow, to learn to be loved. So please do love. Now, bless you all. Have a fantastic week. Week of love and light. Week of peace. A week of miracles. Examine your intentions. Use them to imprint your will on the universe, because we set in motion all that happens in our lives. It's our intention. It's our Kavanaugh. Our cause, our effect, everything's linked. You always have time to forgive and to be forgiven. You have the knowledge of what's good and bad. So acknowledge what you've done wrong to yourself, to God, to any person you've wronged. Ask forgiveness. Do so with sincerity, accountability, vulnerability. Think of who you want to be for Purim coming up. And give of the heart, not out of obligation, for anybody who wants anything. Forgive those who've hurt you. That you learn to be forgiving and compassionate, because the secret of forgiveness, my friends, compassion and peace, is purely an acceptance. Can you accept yourself? Can you accept other people in the world just as they are? Can you accept life as it is without trying to control anything? If you do, you can experience the peace that acceptance brings. So do not stop your journey. Do not stop moving towards your promised land. It's your home. It's there. It's waiting for you. Just keep on dreaming. Keep on being. Keep sharing. Keep shining. Keep teaching. Keep spreading joy and goodwill. Do not follow fear. Follow love. It's always in front of you. And remember to have faith. Just as I have faith in the principle of love, and of all of you. Act with purity of heart and mind. Despise none. Defraud none. Hate none. Cherish all. Honor every child of God, every creature of the earth. May all people know peace in this year. May you nurture kindness and love everywhere. And work to be present in the body. Expand your heart. Quiet your mind. Because the deepest source of real power lies in consciousness, in your ability to be mindful, to be aware, to be present in all of life's circumstances. Let's make the most of your time in this life. Continue to touch and transform lives around you, because you're never alone. You are forever blessed, and you have the ability to bring blessings to everybody you meet. health, love, and renewal to everybody you come across. We're all energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transformed. Your words are your power to transform, to love, to bless. So be generous. Bless others and bless yourself. Love with the heart, because we're all part of a greater whole. Embrace love, not fear, forgiveness, not anger, and be there for someone, because someone will always be there for you whether you know it or not. And continue to explore faith and belief. They're just for you. They're not for other people. And never accept shame as a natural state. Whatever you feel others have felt, whatever you've experienced, others have too. We share together. We learn together. And we help each other because we're each of us simply trying to find love and acceptance and support. We all have or could have that special someone in our lives, so find them. Tell them what they mean. Keep forgiving those you need to forgive. Keep asking forgiveness from those you need to ask forgiveness of. Remember, everything and anything you can possibly want is provided by God. Just ask. And it will always come to you in the right way and always at the right time. And remember, my friends, always give from the heart, because the greatest currency of all truly is love. You never give me your money. You only give me your funny paper. And in the middle of negotiations, you break down. Out of college, money spent. See no future, pay no rent. All the money is gone, nowhere to go. But oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. Oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go, nowhere to go. You know what? It's not true. You always have where to go with me. Thank you for joining me, my friends. Have a great week. Please keep exercising forgiveness. Be thankful, be gracious, be kind, be loving. Believe in yourself and in love. Continue to spread a little joy and goodwill to the world. And never forget, you are the miracle in someone else's life. Shabbat shalom and blessings to you all. Take care.